This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Hi and welcome to AFTV. I have Jake back with me. D's for the draw. No, it's the D's for the draw. But you know what? Yeah, 3-3. I'm not going to say it felt like a win because I don't think it did. But you know what? Coming 3-0 from 3-0 down, if someone told me, listen, you can get 3-3 here, I'll be like, yeah, let me take. I'll take that offer right there. But right, yeah. What were your thoughts on the game? I know there's someone we're going to probably speak about in a second because I know you see some when you see talent. I know me and you see it. We see it. So yeah. What was your thoughts on the game?
Crazy game. First half an hour was just like, what are you watching? What are you actually watching? Like, is this Arsenal or is this like Cambridge? Like, you don't know what's going on. It's good that we woke up when we just decided to go 3-0 down, which was really helpful. And then the rest of the game was all us, really, except where West Ham had that chance where they hit the post in the second half.
Antonio,
But you can look at it both ways. So if you start with the positives, you have the fact that we came back from 3-0, the fact that we have certain players that I think we're going to talk about in a minute who like stepped up, which are positive things, and the fact that we scored 3 goals when we needed to.
Yep.
And then obviously the negatives are the sense where it's such a slow start. The second goal, like that's the one that I'm really frustrated with. And it was just poor. Like that's typical Arsenal. Again, that's typical Arsenal in a whole game. Yeah,
that whole game is the season. It's the season really. It was poor, but players that stepped up. I mean, we could have a long conversation about this, but actually, before we even go into it, let's look at the starting 11 as well because there were some changes made. Chambers being definitely one of them. Chambers coming in. I didn't see that one coming. No. I know West Ham have got a lot of goals from aerial threats and headers. I spoke about in the build-up show, but that's why I think Chambers came in. He had a good game. I know the pundit said he's man of the match, but for me, I'm going to say he had a good game. I'm not gonna.
Let's be real. His crosses were quite good. Going forwards, his crosses, but yeah, it was definitely a surprise to see him start because he hasn't started that many games, but. It's different. Like it's something different that he's decided to do, and it's hard to say if it's paid off or not. Do you know what I mean? Because his crosses have been good, but then defensively, was he great?
It's here
really.
And there.
Pablo Mari was
your
terrible.
guy. That's your guy.
I love him. Listen, I'll big him up, and now I say he was poor. He wasn't.
Poor.
Antonio bullied him the whole game. Xhaka, we will leave him. We will just carry on because I don't want to moan. Partey, even he was poor. To be honest, he was quite poor as well. Now, the only people that I think did well was Odegaard and Lacazette and Chambers.
Okay, Odegaard, Lacazette. We're going to go straight into that. But quickly, just with Partey, I agree. I thought he was poor, but his numbers. I know James is going to break them down probably in full time, but his numbers were actually very good. But from the eye and what you saw, didn't have a great game, but he did a lot for the play to start our move. Get it started. He was the main man supplying that. But anyway, to the players that played really well, Odegaard and
Odegaard is sensational. Sensational. He played sensational today. He was great. The reverse pass for the second goal. Yeah.
Bro, did you see? Do you know what it is? Because all right. Listen, I know this is not my fan camp. I'm a lover of the
little look that way.
Bro, he lined up to shoot it, and he. Anyway, it's not me. It's not me. Jake,
you're right. No, but all 3 of the goals came from an Odegaard pre-assist, if you want to call it a pre-assist. To me, it's not really he's done the main pass basically to make that move happen. And I think the difference between Smith Rowe and Odegaard is, I love Smith Rowe as well, but with Odegaard, he will go deeper for the ball, like pass it off, and then go into the new space and then carry it on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Where Smith Rowe kind of waits there for the ball, gets it and drives, which is not. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that's the difference. And I think in certain games like this game, West Ham are 3-0 up. After they scored 3 goals, West Ham completely changed their game plan. They first 20 minutes, even 25 minutes. The reason why they scored is because they pressed us. They pressed us up so high that we were doing long goal kicks. We weren't being able to play out from the back. Like we hardly had the ball. And then West Ham, once they scored their 3 goals, they shut up shop and they tried to defend, which is where an Odegaard comes in pretty well. So I think that's why he shone through.
Yeah. Great point.
So he was just great. He was great.
Was.
Lacazette, Lacazette. I like playing Lacazette up front, and I like Aubameyang playing on the wing. I prefer that. If I had a choice.
Do you think it works though, Jake, with Lacazette up top and then and Aubameyang on the wing, or do you think there's only space in this team for one or the other?
No, it works with that. I think only in certain games. So like this game was a bit harder. When we have a team that's either coming to press us or a bit more open defensively, that works quite well. But in the system that we play, obviously you don't have two strikers, but I've always said like I like both of them up front together. Like when we had when we was under Emery and we used to play 3-5-2, and we would have them two up front and like Kolasinac, I know they're not great, but like Kolasinac and Lichtsteiner is the wing backs, and then Ozil was the cam. Do you know what I mean? Behind them, I would like. I want to see both of them play, but again, Lacazette, the first goal, it's annoying that he's not going to get it because it's an own goal. The touch, the ball into him, the touch, the turn,
and the swivel,
and the shot.
It's nuts.
And the goal, the third goal, the equaliser that he got, the header, look how high he jumped.
I know.
Bullet. Like,
I know.
It's just frustrating because you get players like that who have been good and like consistent throughout the game. And then you get players like Mari, who's really poor today. David Luiz, really poor today. Tierney, probably not his best game. Xhaka was just normal Xhaka, in my opinion. Saka was not up to it. Aubameyang was not up to it. Do you know what I mean? And it's always... And my brother said it earlier, to be fair. We're not relying on Aubameyang anymore. But
we're getting goals. We're getting goals from everywhere.
But we're still kind of relying on players to do stuff. Like a whole team performance.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
To be fair, on Sunday when we played Tottenham, that was a whole team because everyone played well because it's a derby.
Everyone was firing,
but do you know what I mean? Like we're always relying, like Odegaard needs to make a pass, or Lacazette needs to score, or like Pepe. Pepe's cross was really good for the third goal as well.
It was.
But it was kind of worrying the fact that West Ham could press us in that first 20 minutes and we were like scared to play. And then we didn't have the ball. And it's like, if we're doing this against West Ham, what's going to happen if we play bigger and better teams and more quality of players? Because West Ham have been decent this season, but you know, it was just a typical Arsenal game, isn't it?
It's typical. Do you know what? I think you kind of summed up there. I think it's just like when teams come at us and they're at our necks. West Ham's a good example. Aston Villa when they came at us, like we panic, and I think when teams sit back, we can live off that. And I used to think we couldn't break teams down, but I think we are better. So when Tottenham sat back and didn't come at us, we was like, all right,
Odegaard. But the thing is, even today, I'm not saying Odegaard was the only one who made it happen, but we weren't moving the ball quick enough in the final third. This is the thing I always get. People are like, oh, play out from the back. You do it all the time, you're going to concede goals. No, you don't. If you move the ball quickly, you will not concede. Just do it. Look at Man City. Man City play like in the final third and just keep moving the ball around. We play in our own half because we haven't got the quality of player or we haven't got the players thinking to move the ball forwards. Do you know what I mean? And it's just frustrating because when we get into the final third, it's like, okay, pass the ball to him. Okay, he takes 5 touches. Then you pass 5 touches. It's like they're just not going to move. Whereas Odegaard will do his he'll control it, take it forwards, boom, reverse pass.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just 100%. Like...
It's you're speaking facts. Listen, Jake, always a pleasure. Thank you for giving us your words after the game and we'll speak to you again soon, yeah?